ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांतो नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 16, verse number 36. These are prayers of Nagpatnis to Krishna after he subdued Kaliya snake. So we read that how they came and they tried first to agree with Krishna's chastisement, that what he has done is the right thing, he deserves it, because they were not happy with his non-devotional mood. They would rather prefer not to have a husband than to have a husband who is an abhakta, non-devotee. Because a devotee has nothing to do with non-devotees, but we live in the material world, we have to deal but the heart is not with them. Just like non-devotees also have nothing to do with devotees. But when Kaliya's heart changed, because he got purified by punishment, so punishment also brings some purification. Then they wanted to save his life because he is a devotee now. So they want to protect, and therefore they pray to Krishna. So they brought their children in front of them, and then they started praying. So they were also marveling at the great fortune which Kaliya has, because it's truly amazing that such a snake could have Krishna on his head. It's quite amazing. No other Asura got this. Krishna entered into Aghasura's body, but he did not dance on his head. So therefore they're saying that what kind of austerities he has performed, or some kind of pious deeds he has done. So of course austerities, pious deeds, these things, they do not please Krishna. So Krishna is pleased only with bhakti, naham tapsa nadani. So namam sadhyati yoga na sankhim dharmuddha na swadhyaya tapostyaga yatha bhakti mamorjita. So all this swadhyaya, tapa, tyaga, renunciation, yoga practice, these things are not pleasing to him because they don't touch his heart. It's like if you want to please somebody, you have to touch that person's heart. You have to do something which is appreciated by him or her. So it is only bhakti which captures his heart, and bhakti also which is pure bhakti. So yatha bhakti mamorjita. Urjita bhakti means not sakam bhakti. So that's what they are saying. So they continue to marvel at the good luck of Kaliya snake. So here they say kasya anubhavasya na deva vidmahe tavangri renu sparshadhikaraha yadvanchaya shrirlalnacharat-tapo vihaya kaman suchiram dhritavrata. So he says that what kasya anubhavo asya na dev vidmahe, say that we do not know that what he has performed, what is the outcome, what activity he performed, outcome of which he has got such fortune. And what is that? Tavangri Renu Sparshadhikara, that he got eligible to get the contact of dust of your feet. So that's very amazing. It says we do not know na vidmahe. So what is so special about Krishna's feet or dust from his feet? He says yadvanchaya shrir lalna acharat tapo, that desiring the dust from Krishna's feet, even Lakshmi has performed austerities. Vihaya kaman suchiram dhritavrata, giving up all other desires and with firm vows, dhritavrata, and for a long time, not for 1 day or 2 days, but for a long period. But she did not get that.
She's still there, very fine.
So how is it that Kaliya snake got this? This is truly amazing, because Lakshmi is, she is a great devotee. Outside Braja, she is the greatest. She is greater than Brahma, Shiva, all those people pray to her. So, but she could not get this opportunity So how is this that this snake could get this?
So there's hope for us.
So kinchana tapadi hetuka eva bhagyodeha. So now they say that this blooming of his fortune is not an outcome of some tapasya or some pious deed. Kintu atarkya tav kripa vaibhavam eva. He says this is only your grace or opulence or majesty of your grace that it has happened. So then one would say, but why would Krishna give his grace to him? So he says, because his grace is atarkya. It is beyond any why. Why he does what he does, that is his own will. So you cannot pinpoint exactly why it happened. So it says atarkya tav kripa vaibhavam eva idam ityahu kasya iti tribhi. So they describe this in 3 verses, this and the next 2. Asya mahanichasya api kalyasya kasya tavad anubhavaha phalam tatra janime tanna janime. He says asya. Asya means this Kaliya. What is this Kaliya? Who is Mahanich? Mahanicha means he is a very lowly person, very vile, wicked fellow. If some saint, some muni, some rishi, some sadhu gets their grace, that's still understandable. But of all the people, this snake, who was only trouble to everybody, all your friends, they died, cows died, birds fly over it, they die. So, how is that he got this grace? So he says this is the outcome of only your kripa. Otherwise we cannot think of anything else. We don't know what else to think. Phalameva kim drishtam tatrahu. So what is that outcome, result or good fortune that he got? He says, Tavangri Renu Sparshadhikara. That he got the contact of dust from your feet. So who are you, Tava? He says, you are Nandaputra. Not ordinary person, not Vishnu or someone else, but son of Nanda Maharaj, Nandanandan. That is most difficult to achieve. Tav Nandaputrasya Angri Renor api Sparshe Swakartriko yo adhikara. And that dust also has given by you only. Because you can also get dust from someone else. Right? Somebody else takes the dust and gives you and puts on your head. Or Krishna is walking and then you can get dust where he put his foot. Yourself. But he himself, first of all, he is son of Nanda Maharaj. He is not some avatara or this or that. He is Swam Bhagavan. And then he gave it himself to you. So this is even more amazing. And sopi adi sarva sukrita durlibha. Sopi tapaha adi sarva sukrita durlabha. So this adhikara itself is some kind of tapa which is most rare. Ayam tu angri dvaya kartrika sparsa sparsham tam cha nritya lakshanam tatrapi svasirshu prap. And then not only that he got the dust was given by you, and that also given from your both feet, not from one. So you got both feet, and that also you danced on his head, because you can also get dust on your hand. You can touch Krishna's feet, or Krishna can put his feet on your hand. So he put on his head, and not only put his feet on his head, but he danced with his 2 feet. He says, this is most amazing. So tatrapi svasurshu prapayati bhagyasya kiyan mahima vachyati bhava. So the meaning is that what can we think of his fortune? We cannot even fathom, cannot even imagine with our mind what kind of blessing he has attained. Brahmadi sarva bhaktebhyopi bhaktebhyo adhika api Shri tav Narayan rupasya lalana api yasya gopal rupasya tav charana sparsa vanchya tapaya acharat tadapi na prabha. So now to give an idea what kind of blessing he got, they are saying that Lakshmi Devi, who is superior to Brahma, Shiva, all these devotees, and who is wife of Narayana, not of ordinary person, but your form in the Narayana. So even she desired to have contact with your feet, and for that she engaged in austerity, and that also she engaged for a long time, and that also with proper vows of austerity. Because you can do some austerity and then after that relax in an AC room. Yeah, take a break and then go. Some people do like that, some sadhus, they come and stand on one leg, or they stand sometimes on both legs, they just stand. But then they take a break and watch TV on the back side. Then they come back. They take turn like that, there are few of them, so one by one. Always one is standing there. So when one is standing, the others are watching TV. Then it's time for them. So she did not do like that. It is called relay austerity. Like they have a relay race, right? They give the baton to the next one, then he runs and this guy relaxes. Job is over. So like that, like you do 24-hour kirtan, non-stop. So you do for a few hours, then next party comes, then they do it, then next party comes, they do it. So you go on like that. When you are not doing kirtan, then do something else. So Lakshmi was not doing like that. She was on it for 24 hours, for a long time. And he says, Tadapi na prapa. And even after that, she was not able to get the blessings of Krishna's feet. So that shows the amazing grace of Krishna on Kalyan. Then they say that again further the importance of the dust of Krishna's feet, because there are many other positions. This is comparing it with a person, then they compare with a place. न नाकपृष्ठं न च सार्वभौमं न पारमेष्ठ्यं न रसाधिपत्यं न योगसिद्धेरपुनर्भवं वा वाञ्छन्ति यत्पादरजः प्रपन्नाः. So those who are devoted to the dust to your feet, who are surrendered to the dust from your feet, they do not desire anything such as nakaprishtham, position in heaven or sovereignty of heaven, nacha sarvabhaumam, they don't want emperorship of the whole planet earth, na parameshthyam, nor the position of Brahma, na rasadhipatyam, they also don't want lordship of the lower heavens. Na yoga siddhi, they don't want any yogic powers. Anima, mahima, garima, lagima, prapti, ishaitvam, kam, vashaitvam, all that. And apunarbhavamva. And then what to speak of this, they also don't want moksha. So that they don't have to take birth again. Why is that? So yat pada rajah prapanna. Because they have attained the dust from your feet. So that is the greatness. And this Kaliya got it sitting at his home. Just like that. एतावन महिमा भीर मत्पादरेणु भी किम फलम स्यात् इति चैन्मैवं वाच्यम्. So if Krishna says that you are praising the dust from my feet so much, so what is the result one gets from this? Like if somebody gets a lottery, becomes very happy. Why? Because with that he is going to get something else. So dust, what is the benefit of getting dust? You get dust, you cannot eat it. What will it give you? So he is saying that why are you speaking so much about dust? Dust is freely available. So why, what is so special?
Vraj, Vrajraj, Vrajvas, Vrajras. Did I get the right order? Vrajvas, Vrajraj, and Vrajras. This is very special.
Yes. So then they speak that it is not true. The dust is so important that it cannot be compared to anything else in this material world. And not only anything else in the material world, but even beyond, even with moksha. That is the greatness of the dust. So this glorification of dust is only here. Anywhere else you see the glorification of dust? So he says, Tav charan renava eva phalam sarv phalebhyo bhi adhikam iti. He says that this dust itself is the fruit. Not that from the dust you are going to get something more which is more wonderful than dust. He says this is the highest. And it is superior to all other fruits of tapasya or karma or jnana or anything, yoga. Whatever you can get, this is the highest. So that's why we are praising it. So then they say nanaka prashtam nacha sarabham na parameshtham na rasadhipatyam na yoga siddhir apunarbhavam va satav pad raja vanchanti tav pad raja prapanna. So no, they don't want those prapanna eva na vanchanti kim punas tat prapta. So those who have surrendered to your feet, they don't want anything but this dust. They have not attained the dust yet. Na punna prapta. They have just surrendered. Even they don't want this paramesthya, all this position of Brahma, this, that, even apunarbhava. Just by surrendering to your feet. What to speak of those who have attained the dust? They certainly don't want. So that is what Kali's position is. Tadeshanāthāp durāpamanyairstamojani krodhavashopya hi saha Samsara chakre bhramta sharirino yadichata shada vibhava samakshaha. So he says that very dust, O Lord, he has attained. This dust which is superior to any other place, which is not attained even by Lakshmi, this Kaliya snake has attained it, which is Durapamanyai, which is very difficult to attain by others. But this snake who is Tamojani, who is product of avidya, ignorance, snake birth is considered as very tamasic birth. Because snake is very tamoguni, sleeps, lies down, and go near him, bites, attacks him. So this is tamas. And krodhavasho api ahisha, very much controlled by anger, always angry. And still this ahisha, this lord of snakes, means he is very tamoguni. If he is master of tamasic people, he must be really tamasic. So he got it. Samsara chakre bhramta sharirino yadichata shad vibha samaksha. Those materialistic people who are wandering in this material world, whatever they want, they can easily attain by the grace of this dust immediately, without any difficulty. So in these three slokas, they are praising the good fortune of Kaliya snake. Anyay Lakshmyadibhirapi. So it says that this dust which is difficult to attain by others, so others here include up to Lakshmi. Kincha sarvaphala mukuta bhutam api tvat padarajah sakam janyasya phal sadhanam api bhavati tya. And this dust from your feet is the crest jewel of all outcomes which one can achieve, means all goals, all destinations. So this is the highest, but it can also give material benefit if somebody wants that. So sakam janyasya phal sadhanam api bhavatu, that what is attained by materialistic activities, that can also be given by this. So that is said here, ichchataha sakamasya sharirinaha yad yato vibha samaksha ichcha vishay bhutadapi yat apekshita sampatti prataksha eva bhavati. So embodied beings living in the material world, if they want anything, then that becomes available to them by the grace, this dust. Of course, those who are devotees, why would they want anything else? So getting dust means getting bhakti, devotion. Dust signifies bhakti here, service. So now they pray to him. Namastubhyam Bhagavate Purushaya Mahatmane Bhutavasaya Bhutaya Paraya Paramatmane. So all fourth case, Chaturthi Vibhakti, Ekvachan, because of Namah. Wherever you see the word Nama, then fourth case is used. So it says Namastubhyam. Tubhyam means unto you. So we bow down to you, and then who are you? You are Bhagavat. You are Bhagavan. You are the Supreme Person, Purushaya, and Mahatman. You are the great. You are the great Atma, the source of all Atmas, and Bhutavasaya. So you are also the shelter of all the Panch Mahabhutas. Everything exists in you. And Bhutaya, you are also the all the elements. And Paraya or Bhutaya Paraya together, you are beyond material elements. And you are Paramatma, you are all pervading, supreme immanent being. So, little description of his personality. So, Sadbhi Shlokai Kripam Eva Vivritya Dasbhi Puna Ekadasa Natis Chakru Bhaktya Kaliya Yoshitaha. So, in the first 6 slokas, they describe the Kripa, the grace which Kaliya got from Krishna. Then in the next 10 slokas, they bow down, they pay their respect to Krishna 11 times. In the 10 slokas, the wives of Krishna. So, Bhaktair Upasyatvena Ahu. So, in this sloka, they are describing that Krishna, he is the worshipable person of devotion, which means that he is the ultimate object to be worshipped, and therefore he is also eternal, because anything which is worshipable has to be eternal. So that's what they are describing here. Bhagavate aprakrita sad aishwaryavate. So he is Bhagavan, means he is having 6 Aishwarya, 6 majesties, which are all transcendental, not material. So when it is said he has knowledge, he has beauty, he has vairagya, so these are all transcendental, not material. People in the material world may also have some wealth, beauty, knowledge, but that is material. So his Aishwarya is all aprakrita, and therefore unending and free from any defects. In the material world, people have some power, then it also makes them egoistic, or it is temporary, or it may give tendency to put others down. So all these bad qualities, they do not touch the characteristics which Krishna has. Purushaya Narakaraya. So you are in human form, although you are having all these Aishwaryas. Mahatmane Narakrityapi Sarvyapka. So Mahatman he translates as all pervading. So although you are in this human body or human looking form, still you are all pervading. So that is again difficult to understand, because when we think of any human form, that is means limitation, limited to time and space. And that's why people don't want to think of God having form. See the reason, because their concept of form is only material, because that's our experience. Whenever we think of form, we only think of a material form, and material forms are limited. So therefore some people say that God has no form, otherwise he will become also limited. So it is not true, because he can have form and yet be unlimited. That is his atarkya shakti, achintya shakti, inconceivable power. So unless we understand, we accept that God has inconceivable power, we will not be able to understand him fully. We have to rise beyond logic to understand God. If we remain within the realm of logic, we will not be able to understand. So that's why Vedanta Sutra says that it is Shastriyanittvat, that it can be understood only from Shastra. Logic you can apply, but within the jurisdiction of Shastra, and to understand and support that can be a supporting process, not independent. Yogi bhir upasyatven ahu sarvabhut nivasaya bhutaya purvamapi sate. So then, in the first part he is described as the worshipable of the devotees, and in the second part he is described as worshipable of the yogis. So yogis worship Paramatma, devotees worship Bhagavan. So both words are used for Krishna, Bhagavate and Paramatmane. So Paramatma is for yogis, Bhutavasaya, and Bhagavate Purushaya, that is for devotees, bhaktas. So Sarvabhut Nivasaya, you are living in all the living beings or all the material elements. And Bhutaya Purvamapi. Bhut can also means past. So he existed even before, because you are the primeval being. You are the original Purusha. Ahameva asameva agre na sunyad sata satparam. So Pashad Piyo Shasheta Swasmeham. So I was there in the beginning when nothing was there. And now also, and in the end I will be there. So Bhutaya can also mean who was before creation. Jnana Vijnana Nidhaye Brahmane Ananta Shaktaye Agunaya Avikaraya Namaste Prakritaya Cha. So now here he is talking about his Brahman aspect. So Bhagavatam, as it says in the very beginning, that Tattva has three manifestations: Bhagavan, Paramatma and Brahman. So Bhagavan and Paramatma are stated in the previous verse, and here Brahman is described. So he says, Jnana Vijnana Nidhaye, you are the storehouse of knowledge and experience of it. You are Brahman. You have Ananta Shakti, unlimited potencies. You are Aguna, you are free from the material gunas. Avikara, you do not undergo any transformation. And Namaste Prakritaya. And you are also the source of Prakriti, or maintainer of Prakriti. So we bow down to you. So Jnani Bhir Upasyatvena Ahu. So in this sloka, Krishna is being described as the goal of Jnanis. So Jnana Vijnaniyo Sampador Nidhiriva Nidhistasme. So the wealth of Jnanis is Jnana, knowledge of being separate from the body, knowledge of being Brahman. So he says you are the Nidhi, you are like the wealth of that knowledge. Punar bhaktopasya narakare tasmin mandadhibhi prasanjitan gun vikaradi doshan variyante ahu. Then in the next line he says that again some dull-headed people who may worship God but may think that his form is also material. His form is also like our form, so that is being denied here by them, so that they do not make this mistake. So therefore guna vikaradi doshan varayante. So they remove or they deny the defects of material gunas or material transformations or transformation in his form. that is spoken agunaya avikaraya. So ananta shaktaye atarkya ananta shakti samudraya is the ocean of unlimited inconceivable potencies. So potency is actually inconceivable only. Every potency is inconceivable. How potency manifests, it's inconceivable. Wood has fire in it. It comes out. It's difficult to understand logically. Fire is contained in the wood. You can hold the wood in your hand, it will not burn. Same as it becomes manifest as heat, then you cannot touch it. So he has unlimited potencies. He is an ocean. Agunaya avikaraya. Prakrita guna vikara rahitaya. So he is free from prakrita guna, material qualities, or sattva rajas and tamas, the gunas of prakriti. So na tatra rajas tamas tayova sattvam cha misram na cha kala vikrama. So that is free from that. All this. Aprakritaya. Aprakrita guna vikara sahitaya. So namaste prakritaya cha. Namaste prakritaya can also be taken as namaste aprakritaya. Right? Yobhyamasya haro Vishnu padante. Can drop a. So then it can become aprakritaya. So aprakritaya means that it's not that you do not have qualities. You have transcendental qualities. And you have transcendental vikara. He got angry, that is a vikara. He is laughing, that is a vikara. It's only Brahman which does not undergo any vikara. Brahman does not laugh. Have you seen Brahman laughing?
I mean, we also haven't seen Krishna laughing. We also haven't seen Krishna laughing.
No.
We've seen nothing, so for us it's not the same.
Yes, you can see the painting. But have you seen Brahman painting? Laugh. So kalaya, kalanabhaya, kalavyava sakshine, vishvaya tadupadra, upadrashtre sattatkartre vishvahetave. So after knowledge, gunas, he comes to time. Time is a very important thing also to understand. It's also quite bewildering what it is actually, how to define it. We have experience of time, right? We experience time all the time, but we don't know what it is. That's also amazing, that you experience something all the time and then you don't know what it is. So he says this time is he only. Kalosmi, time I am. So Krishna is also time. At least that much we experience. Right? So he says Kalaya Kala Nabhaya. So you are the personification of time. And you are also the source of time, Kala Nabhaya. Kala Avyava Shakshine. And you are the witness of all the parts of time put together. So time also has parts. Can you feel the parts of time? We only have experience of one moment of time all the time, not more than two, one. So Vishwaya, you are the universe and you are also the witness of the universe, Tadupadrashtre. Not only that you are witness, but you are also the creator, Kartre, and Vishwa Hetave. So you are also the cause. Abhinna Nimitta Padan Karana. Nimitta Karana, Padan Karana, Sahakari Karana. All that you are. So this is all Vedanta philosophy here. These ladies also knew philosophy. It's quite amazing. Now people say why we have to study. Here they are also knowing. How did they know that his time? So Kal Visheshe, Desha Visheshe, cha Pradurbhavati, Tasmin Tattat Paricheda Adi, Doshan Variyante Ahukala. So Krishna was born, right? So he comes under the control of time, becomes limited by time. Because you say he was born on Ashtami, Bhadrapad, dark fortnight, midnight. So he is within time. He was also born in place. He was born in Mathura, in the prison. So he is also limited by place. So why you say that he is Bhagavan, he is supreme, he is this, he is that? So to remove this doubt that he is delimited by time and space. So anything which is limited by time will have beginning and end. Which is limited by space will be cannot be all pervading. So to remove this doubt, they speak this. So Kalaya, Kala Swarupaya, that you are the Kala Swarupa. Means Kala is only your potency. Kala Nabhaya, Kala Shakti Ashraya. You are the shelter of potency called time. Tathapi Kala Avyavanam Srishtadi Samvayanam Sakshaneva. So yet you are the witness of all the times. Creation, maintenance, destruction. Everything goes through these three processes in time. So he is the witness of that. Natu teshu saktaya. Witness, what does witness means? Witness means who does not become attached to that. That's why in the court they call witness means he is not taking side of this or that. If you take side of somebody, then he is not witness. It is expected from witness that he just tells what happened without giving judgment, without thinking this or without favoring something. We favor when we become attached to something or we turn against somebody. So therefore he says Krishna is only witness, which means Nateshu Sakta, is not attached to all these activities of creation, etc. Vishwaya Vishwarupaya, and he is also manifest as this universe. Universe is also his form. So Vishwam hi idam Bhagavan. Tarhi kim jadoham. So then Krishna says, if I am this universe, that means I am inert, because universe is inert. So he says, nahi, no, you are not like that. Why? Because tad updrashtre. Because you witness all the activities. And to be witness, you have to be conscious and not inert. Nacha drashtri matraya kintu tatkartre. Not only that you are just a witness, but you are also the creator of it. Nacha kartri matraya kim vishva hetve vishvasya hetu sandhaya. And not only that you are the creator, because you can create by getting material from here and there. Right? Somebody creates something, makes a painting, but he is buys the colors and the brush, etc. So he is not like that. So he is also Vishwa Hetave. So he is also the Upadan, the material cause, as well as the efficient cause. So he is also the agent who creates and also the material. Whatever is needed, time, place, everything is him. So that is what it means, that there is only one tattva. Vadanti tat tattvadas. Tattva means jnanam advayam. This is the meaning of advaya tattva. Advaya jnana. So nothing is outside him. But within him there is variety. It's like you can have one unit and in that unit there can be so much variety. So like that he is one, but within one there is unlimited variety. So that's what is being described here. भूत मात्र इंद्रिय प्राण मनोबुद्धि आशयात्मने त्रिगुणेन अभिमानेन गूढ़ स्वात्मानुभूतये. So now they are saying that bhuta, matra, indriya, prana, mano, buddhi, ashaya, atmane. So the whole Sankhya, he is the personification of Sankhya. So bhuta refers to Panch Mahabhutas. Matra refers to 5 tanmatras. Indriya refers to how many? 10. So 10 plus 10, 20. Prana, 10 pranas also there. So 20 plus 10, 30. Then manas, buddhi. Buddhi is also there. Ashaya, ashaya chitta, atmana. So atma, you can think of ahankara or you can think he is this atma of all this, whichever way. So you got all the elements there, all the tattvas. So everything is from him. And trigunena abhimanena gudha swatmanibhuti. He is also triguna. And he has got abhiman, ahankara of 3 types, 3 divisions of ahankara. Prakriti, Mahatattva, Ahankara. Ahankara 3 types. Sattvic Ahankara, Rajasic Ahankara, Tamasic Ahankara. From Sattvic Ahankara you got the Manas and the Devas. From Rajasic Ahankara you got the Buddhi and the 10 senses. From Tamasic Ahankara you got the 5 Tanmatra and then 5 Mahabhutas. So all is coming from him. Prakriti Purusha. Viddhavanadau bhavapi. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So Gudha Swatma Anubhute. And then he remains hidden. Gudha Swatma. His Atma is within all these elements. He is there but he is hiding. Or it can have another meaning, that he covers the intelligence of the Jiva and therefore he cannot understand. So nacha hetu matrayapi yato bhutadinam atmane chetitre ato adbhutam charitram. And not only that you are the cause, but you are actually the Atma of even all these causes, elements. So Atma here means Chetyatre, means he is the one who brings them to life. Right? In Bhāgavatam it is described that when universal Purusha was manifested, then he did not stand up. Then all the things entered into him, the senses, the prana, then this, then that. Still he did not enter. Only when Purusha entered, then he came to life. So when Atma comes in, so therefore our all these senses, hands, legs, manas, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, they are inert, but they come to life because of presence of Atma. Paramatma here Atma means Krishna. So Atmane chetayitre, so you bring them to life. This is most amazing, ato adbhutam charitram. Why it is amazing? He says jadanapi chetayasi, that you make the inert things conscious. Body is inert, but now you see how it is working. This is quite amazing. And then chetananapi jadi karoti, and then conscious he makes them inert. So he makes the material element as conscious, and then he makes the living being as inert, because people are going here like zombies. So this is his game. So triguno yo abhimanas tena mudha avrita. So the foolish people, they are gudha, not mudha. They are covered by the three types of abhiman or three gunas. Sobhna atmano jivasya anubhutir jnanam yena tasma. So then the jiva cannot get the experience of his own self. We all experience ourselves, right? No one can say that I don't experience myself. And at the same time we don't experience ourselves. Isn't it? We are ignorant of ourselves, yet we cannot say that we are ignorant of ourselves. All the time we are speaking I this, I that, so means I means myself. I am this, I am that, I did this, I have this. And at the same time we are not. So this is what he is saying. This is very paradoxical, that he is bringing life to the inert elements and then making the jiva, who is actually conscious, as lost. So this is most amazing. So we'll stop here if there is any question to ask. बोलो. What happened? You are frozen or something happened here? Our internet? Okay. So your internet is gone. Bring it back to life. Revive your internet. Put some chetana in it. Otherwise, you conscious being, you're looking like a jada now. Right? He's looking inert. Like that. Okay, anyone else? He's become jada. That's what they say, frozen. Yes, give the mic here.
That Krishna, he like Bhagavan, he accepts like human body form, and seems that he is limited by time and space. So, but he is like eternal and all-pervading. So how to like understand this and
understand what?
That he is not limited, like because he like
You
some.
have difficulty in understanding this? Yeah?
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Okay, what is the difficulty? So he appears limited to you?
Say yes.
No, I'm just.
No. You say that you have difficulty in understanding that how he is unlimited.
Yeah.
So that means you think he is limited.
No, like
No?
I try to explain. I have like there is like some kind of persons, living beings, humans. They could see him, and but
No, you make your question clear first.
yes.
This is my request to everybody. When you ask question, be very clear what you want to
Yes.
ask, that he is unlimited, then how to understand that. Now you are going somewhere else.
It's like the for like because he was not in he's in many places like, and he at one time may perform in our planets or like in our universes also the same leelas, or like in, so just like that for our perception he seems like he is here and now, but actual truth is that he is everywhere. And
Just like you see the sun. Okay? So when you see the sun, when it is midday here, so you think sun is here, it is midday. But you go to Europe, it will be morning. Right? So they will say, oh, sun is here, it is morning time. Then you go further down, there is no sun, it is night time. You say, oh, sun is not available now. So is it only one sun? But people all over the planet are seeing it differently. Isn't it? So like that Krishna is doing many things. And people in different universes see him different ways.
but that he like appears in some place to make but that he appears in some place to make like pastimes, and he just becomes available to these persons to see him.
Yeah, just like when sun is rising here, the sun is making available here. But where it is night at that time, there is not available. Like now it is night here, but in Europe maybe still sun there. So it's not available to us, but available there.
Okay.
What is the problem?
Babaji Maharaj, can I be heard now?
Yes, you are alive back.
Actually, I have just switched off my video so that maybe the audio will come properly.
Good.
So basically my question was that you explained very nicely about this Raja, like this dust that for a sadhaka like me it means devotion. So can you also explain this embrace part of it, because a lot was talked about it for 48 minutes, there was embrace, Katya did that embrace. A sadhaka like me can never get that kind of ऐसा सौभाग्य है ही नहीं हमारा कभी. So मतलब what is the significance of this embrace?
Significance of embrace, that he was so your situation is different. He was at that time personally present, but Krishna appears in different ways. He appears as Shastra, as Guru, as deity, as holy name. So through his association, embrace means giving association. That's how Kalya got purified. So So just as we are saying dust means devotional service, like that embrace means association. So that you get purified by that.
So for a sadhaka like us, we can have association of Guru's Shastra like that.
Yeah. Anything else?